Fresh fam, I got us another gun. We gotta be quick, cause I don't want wifey to know, alright? As you can see, I got a new.
You ain't buy another gun.
What's good, YouTube, man? Thank y'all for tuning into I Am Fresh. And we are back at it again with another video. And to my Fresh fam, thank you so much for always tuning in with your boy. Okay. As you can tell by the title of the video, we have yet another new unboxing. And as you can see, we got a glizzy.
We grew up around FN.
Nah, but for real though, we got us another Glock. This isn't just your ordinary Glock, all right? I know what you're thinking, Glock, Glock, Glock. That's all you see all over the internet. But this one is not your typical Glock, all right? So look, I'm gonna scoot over, man. I want y'all to come sit right here so y'all can see this bad boy, man. I can't wait to show y'all this one right here.
What do you mean by that?
Ooh, let's do it. Yes, look at this bad boy right here. Yes, sir, your boy done went and copped a pocket rocket.
I'm putting up the pocket rocket,
man. But before we get into the actual firearm itself, let's just go over what it comes with. And you know it's not going to be much because Glock ain't going to give you too much extra, all right? This ain't a canning now. Your gun lock, as well as your Glock cleaning rod and brush. You're getting your flat Glock base plate, as well as a couple screws. I'm gonna tell you what these screws is for in just a minute. I don't want to give it up. Y'all probably already know anyway.
Well, duh.
And then of course you got your little wrench for those screws right there. And of course you're getting your factory Glock magazine loader. And as you can see, it's got some texturing on the side there. You're getting two 9-round magazines, and I know you see this one has this extension on here, but this is just a finger extension. It's just to be able to add your pinky onto that. And yes, this does have some rounds in it, okay, because I'm going to be showing you the weight of this thing when it's fully loaded. All right, so let's get to what we all came here for.
beautiful.
This is a bad boy right here, man. But before we go any further, man, of course we got to do our safety checks. All right, so magazine is empty. Couple safety racks right there, safe direction.
Safety first, fashion second.
As you can see, this thing is in a beautiful FDE. The slide here is in a Cerakote, so it's giving off, I don't even know if y'all could really catch it on screen, but it's giving off like a bronze look. It has like a flaky bronze look to it, which just makes this thing absolutely beautiful. I don't think the camera's going to really be able to pick that up. You got to see this thing in person. As you can see, we got some heavy factory stippling on here, which is absolutely phenomenal. On my other Glock, I'm just running some grip tape on there, but this doesn't call for any grip tape. Y'all know me, man. I love wrapping some goon tape around my guns, just because, like I said, I got those clammy hands. And yeah, you definitely don't need it with this stippling right here. And they put the stippling in all the tasteful spots. If you look right here, it allows you to get that added grip when you're overlapping those thumbs like so, to just get a nice grip on the gun, get proper hand placement, so you're just taking some real effective shots. And you definitely gonna need that when firing off such a small platform, man. I'm not sure if it's just a new gun and I'm just psyched about it, but it seems like this is more so of an exaggerated thumb rest, to the point this little bumper right here allows you to like really get that thumb in there, getting a very nice purchase on there. It's almost like a paddle for real. Like, I really like it, man. I don't know, maybe it's just me. I do have my other Glock with me. It's off camera right now. I will be bringing that in frame once we get to that point, but man, that thumb groove right there is really nice. Of course, why I love Gen 3s, because you're getting those finger grooves. And I found out recently running a poll that a lot of y'all really like it too. So I ain't by myself, I see. But as you can see, this thing is optics cut. Yes, sir. You can run your red dots on this bad boy. You are getting your traditional Glock sights. I've been carrying the same Glock for 10+ years, so I'm used to the factory Glock sights. Are there better sights? Most definitely. Do I recommend you swap them out? Oh, absolutely, if it's not something you're used to. But, you know, for me, I'm used to the Glock sights, man, and I'm actually cool with them. No problem there for me. But I wouldn't mind swapping on this platform right here, swapping them out for like some tritium night sights or something like that. I think that'd be sweet. Let's really get to what makes this thing a game changer, all right? Check out those slide cuts with that ported barrel. As you can see, this is a Glock 27, so it is chambered in 40 cal, and by this being a 3.46 inch barrel, it's going to be snappy. It's definitely going to be snappy. However, this is what makes it a game changer. All right, you're getting a ported barrel with a slide cutout. Beautiful slide cutouts too, may I add that, man. Very well done, man. Looks beautiful, man. It just something about slide cutouts, man, that just really adds to the aesthetics of a firearm to me. That might just be me. But anyway, this ported barrel here is just going to definitely help with maintaining some of that recoil, because this is going to be a snappy firearm. 40 cal is the little brother to the 10 mil. A lot of folks typically run with the 26 because the 26 is the same platform, just in 9 mil. And so for me, because I've been carrying a Glock 23 for a long time, 40 cal is something that I'm extremely used to and that I actually enjoy shooting. I'm just sticking to what I know and what I feel. I know this is going to have a little added more recoil because of the shorter platform. Again, 3.46 inch barrel, but that'll make up for it right there, man. Tell me that don't look good, man. Oh my gosh. Sorry if I'm kind of fanning out, man. I just think this thing is absolutely beautiful, man. Let's throw some magazines in here. I'm gonna start with the factory magazines that it came with. Oh, matter of fact, no. Before we get to the magazines, let's check out the trigger. So, Glock. If you're familiar with Glocks, you're familiar with the trigger, but this is for the folks that's new. There's your take up. Let's do that again. There's your take up. There's your take up. Solid wall. Break. That's Glock. It's a Glock trigger. If you know Glocks, you know that wall. You know, it's not a light wall. It's a very distinct wall. But it does take some pulling, but it's not bad. If you're used to Glocks, then you're gonna be used to it. Let's look at that reset. Man, I like factory Glock triggers, man. Let's take a pull again. Crispy. I just love the feedback you get when you pass that wall. It's a strong, crisp, distinctive break. It's a very audible reset. You feel it. You know where it's at. It's consistent. I rock with it. A lot of folks, you know, nitpick with it, but I mean, if you like Glocks, then you know what a Glock trigger is. Once you get used to a Glock trigger, they're actually not that bad to me. That's just my opinion. All right, so I'm just gonna say the trigger is cool. Glock out the box trigger. All right, nothing fancy to say anything about that. Now there are a ton of aftermarket triggers that you could get to really upgrade this thing and take this thing to the next level. All right, but me, when it comes to my EDCs, because I do plan on, after I take this thing to the range and, you know, break it in and make sure that it's reliable, it's a Glock. Of course it's reliable. But nah, on a serious note, once I get this thing to the range, I do plan on EDCing this thing. And so I like my Glocks to just be stock. I'm hashtag stock Glock on the hip. That's just me. All right, so you got your flat base plate 9-round magazine. As you can see, this is going to be something that y'all probably don't like. For folks that got kind of larger hands like myself, I wear a size large glove. As you can see, there's nowhere for you to put that pinky. All right, so a lot of folks are not going to like that. Here it is with the factory 9-round with a pinky extension on here, and it fits perfect. Look at that. Ooh, beautiful. I mean, this thing just feels good in hand. I mean, don't it look good though?
You are so beautiful.
Come on, man. Tell me this is not a bad Glock 27. And they're calling this one the Glock 27 XC. Looks like the 19X, but just smaller. And the C is for compensated. So here you go with the 13 round. Again, you're getting that purchase with that pinky. I mean, it's really just like having a full-size Glock 23 grip now at this point, because as you can see on this side, the bottom of the base plate just breaches, you know, the thickness of my hand right here. So that's just basically like a factory Glock 23 grip right there. All right, so that's 13 rounds. Or you can just run a base plate extension on the 9 round and it'll protrude just like that. All right, Here's a 15 rounder with a +2 base plate extension on here, bringing us to 17 rounds. See, now we got some hang at the bottom, but still tasteful. And I still think you can EDC that as well too, depending on the positioning of your holster or where you conceal that, or whether you running it with a crossbody bag, whatever. Still tasteful, still concealable. Here we go. We got a YouTube compliant 22 round magazine right here. This is just for shits and giggles, man. You know what I mean? Some range fun. Here we go with the YouTube compliant 25 round magazine right here. Now let's just get into some size comparisons with this. Again, this would be classified as a subcompact. However, this is much more thicker and a little longer, about 1 inch longer than that of your SIG P365s or your Hellcats. You know, your more smaller subcompacts, not quite breaching into that micro, but your smaller subs. This is going to be slightly thicker and just a tad, I would say a tad longer in length. All right, my wife has her Hellcat. That would be a great side by side, but of course she's out and about, and I'd rather her have it than me have it for a video for y'all, so just bear with me. So I would say her Hellcat comes about like right here. Here goes my Glock 23 side by side. As you can see, about 1 inch, maybe 1.5 inches, maybe 1.25 inches length difference. So that's going to make a big difference for somebody like me that's coming up off of a compact to a subcompact. You're definitely going to feel that. The thickness looks about the same. If you look at the difference in the grips, this is where you're getting a lot of that reduction at. You're looking at about a 2-inch difference in the actual grip length right there, man. So yeah, and as promised, fully loaded magazine. Show y'all the weight in case you wanted to know how heavy it was. We're looking at about 25.75 ounces. But listen, y'all, that's gonna wrap up today's video, man. Listen, if y'all feeling this bad boy, hit that like button, man. Hit that like button if this joint is a cop for you, or if you just like this bad boy. Hit that like button on the strength of that alone. Man, comment down below what's your thoughts on it. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. All you gotta do, look, just go over there right here and just hit the subscribe button, dog. Hit the subscribe button. But if you didn't hit it this time, it's cool, because we ain't going nowhere. We'll be here when you get back. But until the next time, I'm gonna catch you on the next one. Peace.